Friends, welcome to yours chemistry classmate. In today's session, we are going to learn about one important term and its significance. Before that, we shall remind the basic definition of the atom already what you know. So, atom. You know, atom is the smallest particle of the substance which does not exist independently, but it takes part in the chemical reaction. So, the smallest particle of the substance which can takes part in chemical reaction. Okay, the smallest particle of the substance or element, we can use in the place of substance, we can use element also. The smallest particle of the substance which can takes part in the chemical reaction. Fine. Now here I brought to you some few questions. So just answer me these questions. Have you ever seen the atom? Definitely no. Because even with the powerful microscope also we cannot able to see the atom. Do you imagine the atom size? So without seeing, how can you imagine the atom size? This is also not possible. Is it possible to find atomic weight? Of course it is possible, but exact determination is directly not possible. Exact determination of atom weight is not possible. How to find atomic weight? So how to find atomic weight? The same doubt arises in the scientist's mind very long ago. Is there any relation between atomic weight and atomic mass? Yes, both are same. Atomic weight, atomic mass, both are same. Sometimes we use weight, sometimes it is mass. But atomic weight, atomic mass, both are same. What is the unit of atomic mass? Of course, you know that AMU, atomic mass unit, or we can use that unified mass. AMU or unified mass. What is AMU? Yes, what is AMU? In today's session, we will discuss detailedly what is AMU and what is its significance. Now, let us turn to the definition once again. The smallest particle of the substance or smallest particle of the element which can take part in the chemical reaction. See, smallest particle of the substance we cannot able to imagine. We cannot able to identify. So, directly it is not possible to find the atomic weight. Hence, scientists have decided that relative atomic mass. So, one element atomic weight they are identifying relatively with respect to the other element. How it is observed here. So, let us consider two elements. Let us consider two elements A and B. Just consider that A and B. A is one element and B is another element. Now, B element weight is arbitrarily fixed. Just assume that this is fixed. Now, we have to identify the atomic weight of A. Otherwise, some atomic weight of Y, Z, some P, Q, different elements. Just to compare that. This is only called as relatively. That means relative atomic weight. How to identify and what is that meaning? Weight of an atom of an element, how many times heavier than the weight of atom of other element? Weight of an atom of element, how many times heavier than weight of an atom of other element? That means what we can write now? Atomic weight of A equal to unknown value. Weight of one atom of A by weight of one atom of B. So this is the, as per the definition, this is the formula. How it is? Atomic weight of A equal to weight of an atom of A, unknown element, by weight of an atom of B. So here I already told you that this is fixed. That means this is the reference atomic mass. So very beginning, in the place of B, the scientists have decided that hydrogen is a reference atomic weight. They compare all atoms and their weights with respect to hydrogen. Later, they fixed with 1/16th mass of O16 atom. 1 by 16th mass of O16 atom. Finally, they replace in the place of B 1 by 12th mass of C12 atom. 1 by 12th mass of C12 atom. So remember that this is the basic formula to find, that means just a comparison with respect to A to B. Atomic weight of A equal to weight of an atom of A by weight of an atom of B. So here B is one time you can take hydrogen. Very beginning they are comparing with this hydrogen with respect to hydrogen with respect to 1 by 16 mass of O16. Finally they are observing in terms of 1 by 12th mass of C12 atom. Okay. So in these two cases the scientists have observed some deviations. But in the case of 1 by 12th they got exact result. So without decimal points they got the nice whole numbers of relative atomic masses of various elements. So here one question arises. So from here observe that now I shall replace this point atomic weight of A unknown element equal to weight of one atom of A by weight, you can replace the 12th 1 by 12th mass of C12 atom or C12 isotope. Do you understood here? Weight of one atom of A by weight of one atom of B. So here B is hydrogen they identified with respect to oxygen they identified, but here they identified some deviations. They doesn't give the exact whole numbers, exact values of the relative masses of various elements. But they found very accurate values in the case of 1 by 12th mass of C12. So here one question arises. Why carbon? That too in that also why C12 only? So one important point is carbon available in the three forms C12, C13 and C14. These three are the isotopes. You know atomic number same but mass number different. In these three, C12 available nearly 98.89% in the nature. This is nearly 1.11%. This is a very traces, very small quantity. Traces nothing but very small. Okay. So this C12 abundance is more and it is available in the more form, and that too one more the best quality is if you cut this, suppose assume that this is the C12 carbon. If you cut into pieces, you will get exactly 12 atomic mass units. 12 atomic mass units. This is very important observation. So if you cut into the pieces, the carbon 12 assigned 12 atomic mass units. And one interesting fact is, one atomic mass is exactly equal to mass of one proton. This is very important. So atomic weight of unknown element is equal to weight of an atom of A by weight of an atom of B. In the place of B, what we considered here 1 by 12th mass of C12 atom, because in the case of hydrogen and 1 by 16 for O16 it was failed. The qualities of this C12 is carbon available is more in the nature and it is available in the more forms, and its percentage also more, abundance also more, and then it is giving 12 atomic mass units exactly, and one smallest part of carbon 12 is equal to exactly mass of proton. So that is why one smallest part, that means how can you define the AMU now? The one AMU is defined as the mass of the substance. Observe here, it is the mass which is equal to, so AMU is the mass which is equal to 1 by 12th mass of C12 isotope. So this is the basic definition of AMU. The mass exactly equal to 1 by 12th mass of C12 isotope or C12 atom. So 1 AMU equal to, therefore 1 AMU equal to how much? 1.66 into 10 power minus 24 grams. So if you want to convert it into kg, 1.66 into 10 power minus 27 kg. This is the value of AMU. So this is the least mass of the substance. So here one interesting point is, suppose if you consider the scale of mass, this is scale of mass. So just take this is the lowest mass General scale we are taking 0 to some 100. So lowest mass, this is a highest mass. Highest mass. So lowest mass, highest mass. So lowest mass is a AMU, atomic mass unit. What is its value? 1.66 into 10 power minus 24 grams. See there. 1.66 divided by 1 followed by 24 zeros in the denominator. So how much small it is we cannot imagine. But in the case of highest mass, do you know that? Do you know highest mass? That is Chandrasekhara limit. Chandrasekhara limit. Its value is nearly 1.4 m dot. This notation is solar system mass. 1.4 times mass heavier than the sun. That is Chandrasekhara limit. We will be deal these all terms in the physics part. We are dealing in the chemistry part very small micro level particles, atoms, ions, and particles and their sizes and their atoms. It is completely lowest. So this is about the atomic mass unit and its unit. And here we can know this value from the atomic structure also. Observe here. You know the atomic structure of carbon. Carbon contains 6 protons, 6 neutrons at the nucleus, and 6 electrons are revolving around the nucleus. You know what is the mass of one proton? 1.66 into 10 power minus 24 grams. What is mass of neutron? 1.672 into 10 power minus 24 grams. Mass of proton, mass of neutron almost same, nearly same. But if you take the mass of electron, it is 9.11 into 10 power minus 28 grams. So if you compare the mass of electron, it is 1 by 1837 part of mass of proton. It is almost negligible mass. That is why in carbon, what played major role to show the mass? Only these two particles. How many particles? 12 particles. 12 into these two values almost same. That is why 12 into 1.66 into 10 power minus 24 grams. That means we can set this value, you know that this is AMU. That means 12 AMU. So carbon atomic weight is 12 AMU. So what is the difference between 12 AMU and 1 AMU? 1 AMU nothing but one smallest particle. 12 AMU nothing but total substance. Here I shall give the clarity. Just imagine tea powder packet. So tea powder packet compare with the carbon. This is carbon. In the tea powder packet, so many particles are there. In the tea powder packet, so many particles are there. So each and every particle contributes its own mass. That mass is very low. That is 1.66 into 10 power minus 24 grams or 1 AMU. Do you understood? The tea powder packet is entire carbon because single entity. You know, element is the purest form of the substance which contains the same type of elements, same type of atoms. So all are carbon atoms only. Tea powder packet nothing but carbon. One smallest tea powder particle nothing but carbon atom, smallest particle of the atom. So entire mass is 12 AMU. One particle mass is 1 AMU. Is it clear? Now we shall apply for different elements. Then you get the better clarification. For suppose you know the notation of atom. X is some unknown element, Z is its atomic number, A is its mass number. So this is the basic representation or basic notation of the element. For example, I took here magnesium. You know this is 12, 24. Magnesium atomic number is 12, atomic mass is 24. Now this 24, is it expressed in terms of 24 or 24 AMU or 24 grams? Which notation is correct here? Which notation is correct? This is correct. Because whenever you are taking the symbolic notations of the elements, you must be take atomic mass in terms of AMU. Now what about this 24 and 24 grams? I shall give the clarity. Observe here. This 24 represents relative atomic mass. Remember that. Why it is relative atomic mass? Very beginning I already said to you. Weight of atomic weight of A equal to A. I said already in the place of A. Now you can take that magnesium. Atomic weight of magnesium equal to weight of 1 atom of magnesium divided by 1 by 12th mass of C12 atom. Now, weight of one atom of magnesium nothing but how much you get here? 24 AMU. One smallest particle. 1 by 12th mass of C12 nothing but 1 AMU. Then what you get here? 24. So, relative atomic mass does not possess any unit. So, previously I already told you the tea powder packet carbon. Here also just magnesium compared with the tea powder packet. One smallest magnesium particle weight is how much? 24 MU. And if you express this atomic weight in terms of gram, that is called as a gram atomic weight. Very important. If you express the atomic weight in terms of gram, that is a gram atomic weight. So, atomic weight is a number. Exact identification is not possible, just a comparison only. But gram atomic weight has a special significance with reference to mole. That we will discuss detail in the next video lecture. Remember that. Mole with respect to gram atomic weight, there is some correlation. But in the case of 24 and 24 MU, there is no specific explanation. So, without unit, that is a relative atomic mass. Its atomic mass is 24 MU. Otherwise, we can show that 24 U also, unified mass. So, let me discuss one more example. Suppose if you take aluminium, you know atomic weight, atomic number 13, atomic weight 27. Now, this 27 represents 27 without unit or 27 AMU or 27 grams. Among these, which is correct notation? AMU. Why it is? Just now I said you. Atomic weight of magnesium, just replace aluminium. Weight of one atom of aluminium by 1 by 12th mass of C12. So, it is fixed because it is a reference. Now, 27 AMU by 1 AMU. Then what you get here? 27. So, 27 is a relative atomic mass. Okay. Weight of means atomic weight of aluminium equal to 27 AMU. One smallest particle weight. And gram atomic weight of aluminium equal to 27 grams. Is it clear? So let us take one more example in terms of molecule. Now, familiar example you can take water molecule. So water molecule, what is the molecular weight as a molecule here? Same formula applied. Molecular weight of water equal to, in the place of magnesium just replace water. Molecular weight of water equal to weight of one molecule of water divided by 1 by 12th mass of C12. Again same here also because it contains 2 hydrogen atoms and 1 oxygen atom. So what you get here? 18. Now again 18 three notations. 18 AMU and 18 grams. Which notation is correct? Generally one molecule weight nothing but 18 AMU. Otherwise we can take that 18U, unified mass. So 18 nothing but this is a relative molecular mass. Previously relative atomic mass, because of the molecule relative molecular mass. 18 AMU is a molecular weight of water. And 18 grams nothing but molecular weight expressed in terms of grams is called as gram molecular weight. So that is why we can take that this is a gram molecular weight. Is it clear? So this is the basic difference between the atomic weight, relative atomic weight, gram atomic weight. So I already told you atomic weight is a number. So especially in the case of relative atomic, because it is a relative quantity. But if you express the same term in terms of grams, you get the gram atomic weight or gram molecular weight. But gram atomic weight, gram molecular weight has a specific significance with respect to mole. Is it clear? So this is about the atomic mass unit and relative atomic mass and relative molecular mass. I think you understood each and every point very clearly. So before closing the session, just I shall give two molecules, identify their atomic weight and gram atomic weight, molecular weight and gram molecular weight. For example, H2SO4, and suppose I am giving here some potassium. So what is the relative atomic weight of relative atomic mass of potassium? 39. What is molecular weight of potassium? 39 AMU. What is gram atomic weight? Sorry, here this is atomic weight. What is gram atomic weight of potassium? 39 grams. Is it clear? Relative atomic mass does not possess us in unit because relative quantity. Atomic weight nothing but one smallest particle of the substance. Gram atomic weight nothing but atomic weight expressed in terms of grams. Now compare molecule. You know sulfuric acid relative molecular mass equal to 98. 2 plus 32 plus 4 into 16. Then what is the molecular weight of H2SO4? You get 98 AMU. One smallest particle weight of H2SO4 is called as its molecular weight. What is gram molecular weight? You will get 98 grams. Is it clear? So this is the way to identify the atomic mass unit and how to identify the relative mass of in terms of atoms and in terms of molecules. I hope it is very clear to you. So if you practice a few more questions, automatically you will get the perfection, because during the numericals these notations we are using repeatedly. So in the next lecture we can discuss about what is gram atomic weight, gram molecular weight, and what is its significance with reference to mole. Detailedly we will discuss in the next video lecture. Thank you.